Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trek Canon. So, today I wanted to make a special video about we'll call her the angel on my shoulder, from one of my favorite, if not one of my top two favorite science fiction series ever created by J. Michael Straczynski, and that is The Great Babylon 5. So, I was thinking how I could pay tribute to Mira Furlan and the actress and the character that she played as Ambassador Delenn. Then I was trying to think of what I can do that would be special. So there's a lot of talk about uh, female characters in today's sci-fi and today's shows in general. The Mary Sue. I'm not going to get into it because everybody knows what the Mary Sue is, but I wanted to present a different side. I wanted to present what a character would be like if written correctly, if acted correctly, and the power and impact that they can have without necessarily having to fit into the SJW category, or how they may portray people that are of the female gender persuasion nowadays. So, I wanted to basically make a list of if I was to have an all-female crew, or I'm sorry, an all-female crew aboard my starship, aboard my mental starship, who would it be? And I wanted it to be female characters because I think everybody in this particular list exemplifies pure bad-assery, and they just happen to be females. Okay, so pure bad-assery aboard my starship, the USS Badd-arse. So the first person is going to be my number one, my first officer, and that's going to be Ambassador Delenn herself from Babylon 5, Miss Mira Furlan. Now, Ambassador Delenn was awesome. And the reason I chose her as my first officer was because she could be stern and kind at the same time. She speaks her mind. She's always speaking the truth, and she always has your back. All right. Anybody who knows Ambassador Delenn is familiar with a lot of her speeches and the awesomeness that was her. Now, for my second officer, I'm gonna have to say, now it's kind of a toss-up. Second, it will not toss-up between the people, but a toss-up between the particular job description. For instance, Data was second officer, but he was also operations officer. So we'll say that this will be that case. She's my second officer, but just happens to be pest control, senior pest control person. Whenever I got a pest control problem, this is who I'm going to come to. And that's going to be the great Lieutenant Ellen Ripley, all right, from the Alien franchise, played by none other than the great Sigourney Weaver. Okay, now for my science officer, do we even have to guess? It's going to be Jadzia Dax. Not Esri. Not Esri. Not Esri. But Jadzia Dax. Okay, Jadzia Dax is just awesome. All right. Let me tell you why. Jadzia Dax is a fighter. She's a lover. She's an outstanding science officer. Okay. She's an outstanding mentor. She's somebody that you can talk to and will devise a good scientific thing for you to get you into or out of whatever situation you probably may want to get yourself into or out of. All right. So that's why I'm going to go with her, Jadzia Dax. Now, for my operations officer, it's going to be the fine and sexy and intelligent Seven of Nine from the Voyager series, played by the great and beautiful Jerry Ryan. Now, what else is there to say about Seven of Nine? Or as I like to refer to a Six of Nine. Anyway, what else is there to say about the great Seven of Nine? Okay, super intelligent, was once a Borg, liberated, had some issues going through that whole liberation, great story development, end up becoming a crucial and vital member of the crew. And she's versatile in pretty much anything you need her to do. Science, engineering, operations, but I chose her for operations because of her her desire to be perfect. Okay, so I want everything running as smooth as a board cube. And who's going to do that? That's going to be 7 of 9. Now, for my medical officer, my chief medical officer. Now, this may surprise a lot of people, but for people who are true sci-fi gurus, they will know exactly why I said this. My chief medical officer is going to be the great Dr. Frazier. What? The great Dr. Frazier? Yes, the great Dr. Frazier from SG1. Yes, played by the great Terrell Rotherty. Now, what makes her stand up to me above the rest? She she is gonna figure out how to get you repaired. Okay, she don't care where you are. She don't care what you're going through. She don't care what problems she's gonna have to face to fix them. Okay, she's gonna get you squared away. A whole lot of people in the SG1 owe their lives to her, and there was a great episode send off for her character where they just decided, hey, you know what? We're just gonna, instead of giving her, hey, she was great. Look, I'm just gonna name everybody she done saved, and that was pretty much everybody on the entire show, all the guest characters, everybody. Dr. Frazier, that's gonna be my doc. Now, counseling. My counselor is gonna be the great and beautiful Taylor Imogen from the Atlantis series, played by Rachel Luttrell. Now, my counselor, why did I choose her as my counselor? Why? Because if I go somewhere and I need to speak with somebody down on the planet and some stuff kick off, guess what? Taylor got it. All right. If I need some type of direction, more compass or something like that, some type of monk type stuff going on, guess what? It's gonna be Taylor. All right. Taylor is just awesome. She's relaxing, easy to listen to, easy to look at. All right. And she's also a very wise and strong leader. Okay. So, and an awesome soldier. Okay. So Taylor is awesome. Now, my pilot is gonna be Kara Starbuck Trace. Yes, Starbuck herself, played by Katie Sackhoff, as awesomely as always. The badass that Katie Sackhoff is badassing in the badasseriness. Yes, she's gonna fly me everywhere I need to go, and it's gonna do it. So she would be my pilot. I know I feel comfortable that she would not bump my ship into anything. And if she did, it was for a great reason. Now, security chief. Security chief. That's going to be, look, let me tell you something. I can name any one of the literally 100 characters and voices that this particular lady has done and contributed to not only sci-fi but gaming and everything like that. So I'ma just say she's her character is her, and that is the great Claudia Black. That with the legendary Claudia Black, the 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 national treasure, Claudia Black, and she will be my security chief, Black Ops. I don't care if she takes on the role of being Vala Maldoran. I don't care if she's some if she one of the voices from Gears of War, or I don't care if she's um um whatever, whatever. Claudia Black is gonna be my security chief because she is one of the embodiments of bad-assery. Now, my Section 31 Black Ops temporal agent. You gotta have one of those because I'm a Trekkie. You gotta have that. You gotta have this. You gotta have a off on the way type of character. That is going to be River Song from the Doctor Who series, played by Alex Kinnison. Now, do I even have to introduce you guys to who River Song is? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Because I know we have some Whovians. Because Trekkies are also slash Whovians. I think Trekkies are just slash great sci-fi, great storytelling. Now, ambassador, my ambassador, somebody who I send to represent my ship, my interests, the goals and things that we represent. I'm gonna have to say that's gonna be Martha Jones from Doctor Who. I'm sorry, Martha Jones, or I am what was it? I'm always gonna mispronounce her name. Freema Igema. I jacked that all up. But I like to just call her my second wife. I just like calling my second wife. Can we all take a moment to remember Martha Jones? Oh yeah, Martha Jones. Anyway, you got to have a telepath. You got to have somebody who can sense what's going on, let you know what's happening if anybody's cheating, if anybody's has any type of nefarious things going on, or just to kind of, you know, get to know people a little bit quicker and stuff like that. And my telepath is going to be Lita Alexander of B5, played by the also and equally legendary Patricia Tallman. Now, Patricia Tallman is another one of those females and actresses who can play anything, and they have been throughout everything sci-fi. Star Trek: The Next Generation, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Enterprise, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I think she has a credit in SG1, if I remember correctly, but she has been everywhere. She's a stunt woman, an actress. It, she's awesome. So now, as we all know, you can't go through space jilly jabbing and not have, a significant other, your second mate, your helpmate, the other half of your body, soul, spirit, as they say. You gotta have a wife, man. You gotta have an OG roller. You gotta have somebody down. And that's gonna always be, and forever, always, always, always be, Inara Sarah, a Firefly, played by the. Let me tell you something. I can't even use the word beautiful. I have to think of a better word. Sexy. Nope. Nope. Whatever you feel when you see her right here. That's my first wife. Always. That's my first wife, a sci-fi. Always. I don't care. Always. She be 7 to 9, Tommy? Yes. She be 6 of 9. Yes. Yes. She be Martha Stewart? Slightly. Slightly. Like, but yes. Yes. So these are my particular all female crew of all badass sci-fi women. If I've left anybody out, please feel free to leave in the comments, leave any suggestions who you think would be your particular crew, if you harem, who would be your particular crew or harem for space harem. See, negotiate, compromise. Nah, I think that belittles the badassery of what they are. But who would be your professional crew if you were to operate a starship, or if you were to operate anything? Starship, a Stargate, a space station, a battle station, a Death Star. Blasphemy. I said Death Star. We do not have that kind of talk on this channel. We do not speak of star. We do not. We do not speak of space fantasy and space magic and space sorcery. We do not speak of the space Lord of the Rings on this channel. Anyway, just joking. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Ring a bell for any future alerts. And as always, peace and recycle. Save the whales.